Hey, I'm Hila. Everyone has a bucket list, and I finally decided to check off a few of mine. I had about 28 days for a journey across Europe. Northern Lights, meeting whales, nature, cities, food, people, trains, buses, wrapping it all up in Rome at the farewell tour of one of my favorite bands I loved growing up. Always felt I'm running out of time. Now I'm running away for a little peace of mind and chasing some of my dreams. So here I am, on the run. It's day one, I'm all packed. I drove to my sister so she could take me to the airport and saying hello on the way to Bonnie. A little walk to the car and we are on our way. Originally I had a flight with Bluebird Airline directly from Tel Aviv to my connection in Berlin, but my flight was about to be cancelled, so I decided to change the airline and took a flight on El instead. But that means that I had to fly 2 days in advance to Budapest, and from there I had 2 days to get to my flight from Berlin. I will try to put as many information about my trip as I can. If I miss something that you want to know, write to me in the comments, and I hope I will have an answer to it. After 3.5 hours, I landed in Budapest. It took me a while to pass the passport control. There was about 1 to 2 officers there. I waited about an hour and a half in line. I bought tickets to the central station in Budapest, got on the bus, and I knew I had to do a change, but I thought I needed to change for a train and not for a bus. That mistake cost me more and I had to pay for an extra ticket, so be aware of that. Got to the central station, and I remember being at the station with my dad a few years ago. There was a fresh and delicious kiritush right outside of the station. Bought one for the road, and I stocked up on some drinks, and it's supposed to be about 6.5-hour train to Prague. Train that looks like a part of the Harry Potter set. I even laughed that the Professor Lupin and Neville were with me. The two people in my cabin look similar. The train got stuck for about an hour, and it's not clear why, which made me arrive in Prague a little late and miss the direct train to my next destination. My final destination for the day is supposed to be the Chin, near the German border with the Czech Republic. Spend my first night there. I got on the train, changed trains, and finally at about midnight I arrived in the Chin. I didn't want to get lost in the middle of the night, and I was really tired. So I caught a taxi driver who was really nice and agreed to take me even though I didn't have any local cash. There was no option to pay with credit, and I paid him like 20 euros. He gave me back Czech crowns, charged me twice the price, but the truth is he deserved it. Thanks to him, I arrived without any unnecessary delays. So I arrived to the camp, to my bungalow, showered, got inside the liner. I didn't have the strength to put on the sheets and went to sleep. Good morning, it's day 2. As you can see, my little bungalow I slept in last night. I checked out at 10 a.m. and I went to try to walk to a spot I thought was near. But wow, the bag is too heavy. If I was smart, which later on the trip I was, I will find a place to keep my bags and go explore. So after wandering around this beautiful quiet town, I decided to cut and go straight to Dresden so that I could sleep good and rest normally and walk around the area. I took a local bus to the central station, from there a train to Dresden, and of course with a change because I'm lucky. At the train station while I was waiting, I had time to find a place to stay. I went into the Aguda app. I found a somewhat strange bargain. An executive room for only $52. I was skeptic. There's nothing in the area for less than $90, but I made a booking for it and continued on my way. When I got to the hotel, it was fancier than I thought it would be. The address was the same, but the name of the place wasn't. I was told that they're gonna change the name to the hotel there in 1 month, and my reservation was for the new name. I came to the check-in, they couldn't find my reservation, and what's more, the people at the reception were shocked that I only paid $50 for it. Apparently they had a mistake on the website, so that mistake turns out to be really good for me. After a little nap, I went to walk around the city. I stopped at the ramen restaurant for a wonderful and spicy vegetarian ramen with Japanese sparkling wine. Back to the hotel to rest early and go to sleep after almost 48 hours of not sleeping normally. Day 3, I'm in Dresden. I woke up really early before even my alarm clock. So I ate, I drank something and started working on my first video. Yes, what you see started back then. I'm really slow. I walked around the city again and came across some marathon runners. There was a competition in the city, cheered them up a little bit and continue. I sat down for an iced pumpkin spice something at Starbucks with a croissant. I didn't really understand all the fuzz about the autumn spices, a sweet gingerbread cookie and drink. Sorry, I don't get it. A little bird came to bring me some company. Hi, little buddy. From there, I took my bags from the hotel and went to the station, Flixbus to the airport in Berlin. So beautiful to see the trees change colors. Autumn is one hell of a season. So it was 2 hours bus drive from Dresden Central Station to Berlin Airport. I took a flight from Berlin to Tromsø, Norway with Norwegian Airlines. 1 hour and a half into the flight, turned off the lights on the plane because there was the northern lights on both sides of the plane. And wow, what a spectacular view. I was shivering all over my body. Half of my dream was completed. I tried to ask the flight attendant if I can get into the cockpit so I could see better from their windows, but they told me they cannot do it. So next time you book a flight to Norway at night and you know it's the time of the northern light, book the window seat. Please book the window seat. I was really excited to land in Norway, straight to get in a crazy cold breeze in my face. From the Tromsø airport, I took a bus to the hostel, Tromsø Activities Hostel. It was a tiny hostel divided into 2 buildings, unpacked my things, and went to sleep. And that's it for now. See you at the next episode.